Hi, my name is Wolfgang Feiss and I'm the co-founder and CEO of ValueWorks. ValueWorks has further developed the OKR methodology and has tackled the main challenges of current OKR management. Now in a step-by-step guide, I show you how OKR 2.0, our OKR approach really works from the beginning setup of the system to the end where you successfully use OKR with ValueWorks. So now I show you how OKR 2.0 really works in a step-by-step guide. Let's start and recap our OKR 2.0 methodology. I told you that it's taking the OKR concept to the next level. Why is it taking to the next level? Because we have an integrated OKR module that's part of an executive management suite. It comes together with a reporting and the controlling module, and that is a main difference to standalone tools, how they are at the moment in the market. And of course, we have a library of KPIs, so you can choose among 100 KPIs, whatever suits for your company out of an industry-specific list. You can also help yourself with best practice OKRs that we provide via our wiki. All the data, all the KPIs are updated in an automatic manner, so there's no big manual work needed anymore. You can really reduce the effort to maintain your OKR system to 80-90% of the current state, and also the whole process is automatically managed via our scheduler that sends automatically reminders to all the people to remind them for the OKR input. So in that sense, it's really self-running what we provide. And we have all these interfaces to operational systems, and with that we give you an overview on a daily, on a weekly basis about the progress of the OKR system. How does it start? So typically you start with creating your organizational chart, be it that you reflect your line organization or you mix up line organizations also with big projects that you want to also reflect here with separated OKRs, or you completely manage your organization via key initiatives that you have defined to steer your company in a whole manner. And here you create your org chart. You can name the departments like you wanted and give each department an owner, which is then also the responsible for the objective in that space normally. Once you have done that, then it's about to invite the users. Therefore, we can generate users or upload a list of users and give them the access rights. Here you see the access table for the whole OKR, of not only OKR, but for the whole system, including all screens. And if you make a tick, then the screen is visible for the person, and also the input is possible or not possible. And in that sense, you can configure your access rights, or you use our standard roles for executives, for department heads, for employees, for externals, and then the configuration here, the user access rights, is automatically given. We also enable different kind of OKR statuses. You can do it in a very classical schema using maximum 6 status levels, like on track, at risk, off track, accomplished, on hold or so. But you're also able to define it in your own methodology, and some companies do it using confidence levels that the OKR will be accomplished by the end of the quarter, and then differentiate between 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100% confidence level. So it's up to you how you want to define it, also what color you want to give to a status, and you reflect it once in the system, and then the methodology is applied to the system. Here you see your main page of the OKR management. On top is the display of the corporate objectives, which are defined on an annual basis, and then underneath you have your quarterly objectives of the different departments or areas in your business. This is the starting screen that you populate once you start the system with creating one box after the other. And in the box you find the objective. The key results are underneath. When you click on the tile, you get on a detailed page for each objectives, where you can then define and see your key results and also your milestones, of course. That is the page I mentioned. That is the detailed page per objective. On the top you see how the objective is raised. Here it's improve awareness of the company in the market, and how is that then measured with the following key results. The one key result is website sessions, the second one is social media followers, and the third one is new MQLs. Like you recognize here, all the key results are taken from the broader set of KPIs. So in that sense, they are automatically reported from a target, from an actual perspective. You only need to define the status and the owner, of course. As said, for key results definition, and that's our key differentiator, we provide a list of approximately 100 KPIs in different categories, also industry specific, so that you always have a recommendation how to quantify key results, and with that make the measurement really in a quantitative way. If that's not enough, of course, you can always define custom specific key results and measure them then separately. But of course, the most elegant way is to leverage the KPIs underneath, be it standard KPIs from our list of 100, or even the ones that you have defined separately as new KPIs. That's all then part of your big list of KPIs you can take advantage. As said, we very much foster the usage of KPIs for key results because that makes it really quantitative. In here are some examples how that plays out. I don't want to go through everything, but for example, if you want to measure as a key result the improvement of your customer satisfaction, then it's of course very meaningful to apply the Net Promoter Score and then take the Net Promoter Score, for example, from 40 to 65, which is a significant improvement of the customer satisfaction. And in that way, you see how KPIs play a crucial role also in the key results definition and help to make the measurement really in a quantitative way. I mentioned before that we have also milestones. Some in the OKR concept also call it initiatives. This is what are the steps you need to do, the main steps in order to accomplish a key result. Often it's a set of activities or milestones that need to be accomplished before the quantitative effect kicks in. And that helps you to get an understanding how far you are in the implementation, although the quantitative result has not been shown so far. All these milestones can be connected with task management systems. We don't want to invent a new task management system, but we want to connect the management level, which is reflected in OKR, with the task management universe that is very prominent with your operational people. And with this connection, every operational person sees how their own tasks and activities fit into the goal accomplishment of the company. For example, here, if you have made the link to Jira, everybody knows that the one milestone is attached to this Jira item VM933, and you see if that's then accomplished, then also the milestone is accomplished, so that the link between the operational and the management world is given. What we also have is a OKR Scheduler. I mentioned it before in the comparison between OKR 1.0 and 2.0. This is a very powerful element of our solution to manage the whole OKR process, from OKR creation to the check-ins and even to the retrospective. Because here in the calendar you see the different meeting series, and for each meeting there is a reminder to prepare the meeting, to update the OKRs, and each OKR in a department for an individual is sent via an email to a recipient that is responsible for the maintenance, for the update in a certain sequence, be it monthly, quarterly, bi-weekly, and then with some days before you get a reminder so that you have enough time to prepare the meeting and update your OKRs. And the scheduler manages the whole process. And if one reminder is not enough, feel free to put another reminder maybe two days later in the calendar so that you are sure that the meeting is well prepared. We have the opportunity to also maintain custom key results, and therefore you see here how they are maintained. Basically with the edit button you can easily update, for example, the actuals, and then the actuals are then visible in the system. If the connection to the operational systems is not enough, then you're always able to update the KPIs via an automatically generated Excel, and then you just update the numbers in the Excel, load it up, and then all the data are available in the system. That very much comes into play if you have old legacy systems where the integration is very hard to do, or you have a central controlling person that centrally maintains all the KPIs, and then you're sure that all the KPIs are quality assured and reliable also for the OKR process. Of course, the direct integration is the most elegant way, but if that's not always given, here is a good way to maintain KPIs and with that make them available in a central way for the OKR process. In the tracking of OKRs, it's very important to see how the OKRs from a department level are linked to the company level, and therefore we have this cascading made visible. But that's not all. We can see here the progress on each level, and the color coding shows you in a very intuitive way where the status is green or where the status is red. And of course, where it's red, you may put your attention to. Here in that tracking of the detailed OKRs, you see the trajectory of the progress and versus an ideal line of progress, and can see how well you have performed on a week by week, month by month basis. If that's not enough, you can drill into the different departments, also do a filtering by department, by the responsible, by the latest update, and you can even slice and dice into key results and milestones, so that on that list view you have the transparency in all possible ways for you available. You can even reorder OKRs if you have started defining OKRs and then over time you realize that other ones are more important, then you can change the order so that it works how you want it. and that's shown here how easy it is to shift the objectives, key results, milestones back and forth here and reorder the table like you want it. As said, progress tracking is also very easy here. I would recommend to look at all the changes made and to see how far the changes have brought the company, but also have a look at OKRs where there had been no change, because maybe there was no maintenance of the OKRs, or there's even a roadblocker that you may detect when looking at these OKRs. The table here is a very powerful instrument for OKR tracking. This shows you here that you can, in a very flexible way, customize this table. If you say some columns are less important, you can just skip it, or you can reorder the table like you want it in order to have the most efficient view of the table for your reporting purposes. And this is a very important table too, and it's a bit also showing the competition between the different teams, which team is the most advanced in terms of OKR accomplishment. Here, in that case, in week 34, it's 43, it's the marketing team, followed by the sales team. And you see here in what team there was a progress, because the triangle is green, and you can also compare it with the ideal line of progress over the course of a quarter. And that helps you to put your focus on the leading teams, but also on the slower teams, in order to see what caused the slow progress. Here you see our change log. The change log helps you to understand who has made what change, because a change can be done by an employee or a manager, and with that you can filter out who has made what change at what time, maybe in order to bring back the change to the old level, and with that keep always the oversight about the real status of your OKR accomplishment. Thank you very much for your attention and interest in ValueWorks. Please use the opportunity to get a free trial, get yourself an impression about the benefits of ValueWorks with your own usage, your own system, and give us feedback. Very welcome to your own instance.